Today I'm reacting to our all-time favorite rappers wearing luxury watches.
They haven't got a good track record yet, have they?
No, there's no good track record of rappers wearing actual proper watches. Although I've seen one of the guys from the Migos, I forgot his bloody name.
Quavo?
Don't know, could be. Wearing class watches, but also had absolutely dog shit. Like, what was the other one called again?
Offset?
Offset, yes. These are their mates then?
Yep.
Then I know what I can expect. The best comment of last week's video won a God tier watch. Where's the God tier watch? 8 Speed Racing. You just won yourself a God tier watch. Your shirt is really dirty. You need Suit's back. Suit is back. It's 35 degrees outside and I'm sweating my balls off.
Back in the days when rappers used to start off, we used to have to borrow the jewelry before we could purchase it. So that's why you hear a lot of rumors where they say, you don't own that, you don't own this, you borrowed it. Back in the days, you say that a lot, but it was true. But it's not a bad thing, it's just you gotta sell yourself like Cinderella, you know what I mean? What's up, y'all? This is Slick Rick on the rocks, please.
Slick Rick, I have never heard of Slick Rick. Slick Rick, hitting chick with stick, then sending dick pic. Slicky Ricky with a small dickie. He probably has a huge cock, but doesn't matter. What is the story with Slick Rick and this eye thing?
He was blinded in the right eye by broken glass as an infant.
That's sad, mate. That's sad.
This is a watch that I wear when I'm mingling with the upper elite, you know what I mean? We don't get too crazy on them, you know what I mean? So you just drop on the little joints, and you go like this, and you just mingle with them like this.
What even is this?
It's got a classy look to it, you know what I mean?
Is that a Cartier?
No, it's a Bronxier.
A Bronxier. What is it?
All right, so this watch is a Rolex. It's from the late 80s, early 90s. Got this from Jacob the jeweler.
Jacob the jeweler. Got that from Jacob the jeweler. Only something UFO can come from Jacob and Coke.
It didn't have so many rings on it when I first bought it. Then you just keep going when you get money, you know? And it's a conversational piece, you know? It's how you move in urban neighborhoods. You gotta be large so that people, you can be like this and they be like, yo, who that over there with that big ass watch on? Oh, that shit is a problem, you know?
Mate, what the fuck? Like, I think this was originally a Rolex, and then he put bezel on top of a bezel on top of a bezel on top of a bezel on top of, you know what I mean, right? Now it's like a UFO to reach signals to aliens, but you can also use it as a drink thing.
It's got multiple uses.
It got multiple uses, I understand it. If you're from the Bronx, you need that. This is a Rolex completely destroyed, obviously.
And it's a conversational piece, you know?
You know what? I like Slick Rick. He's good crack. Ricky Slicky sounds like a guy that would be unbelievable crack when you go out for a pint with him.
He brings his own glass.
Yeah, he brings his own glass, handy as well. I can't even be angry at that. That's just doing it for the f***ing sheer crack. That guy doesn't give a flying f***, and I love it.
What up, it's Mustard, and this is On the Rocks.
His name is Mustard? What a name, like. If these are rap names like Mustard, mine would be Mayonnaise.
Mayo featuring DJ Mustard.
Mayo featuring DJ Mustard. That's gonna be a spicy squeeze.
I just got this. This is newest to the collection. You know, I'm tracking my steps, trying to be a sex symbol. You can talk to people. You can't do that on a Rolex. Rolex, step your game up.
I'm not a big fan of the Apple Watch. One of the reasons why I don't really like smartwatches is that we're all over-connected. I understand the functionalities. I appreciate smartwatches for what they are. I would wear a smartwatch just for fitness and tracking to tell me that I'm still a fat
My watches. This is my baguette Rolex Presidential. This is probably 60. Baguettes all down the middle and all baguettes in the face. And I got this because of the song Baguettes in the Face. I did on my album.
Good reason to get a baguettes on the face because you made a song that's called Baguettes on the Face.
Don't ask me the time I got baguettes in the face.
No!
This is a watch I wear like every day, besides my Apple Watch. This is my regular presidential with the black face. I feel like everybody should definitely invest in these because you don't really lose value on them.
He's so close. He was nearly there. Didn't destroy it, but then he put a dial on that is never made and never produced by Rolex. But the good news is, when he bought that watch, he probably also got the original dial with it. That watch just needs a dial swap, and then it becomes a Rolex Day-Date 40, reference number 228238. The 40mm solid yellow gold Rolex Day-Date with the presidential bracelet, worth between $42,000 and $45,000.
If you go in the store and buy a brand new, it's probably like 56.
If you paid 56, big man, you've indeed been, shall we say it again, penetrated from behind without a condom.
This right here is one of my favorites. I had this for a while. I had this for a long time. This is a AP skeleton.
That is such a special watch, mate. You know the Mona Lisa, right? This is like the Mona Lisa. It's special, right? But you just don't like the frame that the Mona Lisa is on. You just changed it with a modern frame. The whole Mona Lisa is ruined.
Just a frame from IKEA.
Yeah, this watch is ruined. That's a double balance wheel out of our PK Royal Oak. That's a skeletonized masterpiece, but completely and utterly destroyed with stones. Throwaway diamonds.
And this probably go for like 120,000 right now.
That watch would indeed be going for about $120,000 right now. Funny enough, if you didn't touch it, the watch would go for $220,000. So, mate, don't destroy your watches. You have enough diamonds. We know you have money. Don't do that. I will not stop making these videos until you guys stop destroying these masterpieces.
Sometimes I wear jewelry, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I turn into a rapper, and I get my Slick Rick on and I want to stack them.
He gets a Slick Rick on? Is Slick Rick like a term? F me, mate.
It was so World is Ferg, and I'm gonna show you my jewelry collection.
His name is Aesop Ferg. Aesop Ferg.
Aesop Ferg.
Aesop Ferg. All right. Listen, I'm going to make a judgment call here. He looks like a decent young man. No f***ing blinged out teeth. Just a normal dude.
This is a vintage Jacob the Jeweler's watch. This is the one that like Jay-Z was wearing, Pharrell, Puffy. Everybody was wearing these watches back then. It has diamonds in the face. If you look closely, you can see it's 4 different time zones.
Right, I wouldn't call this vintage, but this is indeed the watch that really put Jacob the Jeweler on the map. It shows 5 time zones. It's called the 5 time zone. It's a horrible watch. People were paying like donkey's money for that watch back in the day. 15, 16, 17 grand. That watch is worth 500 quid today. Like, people don't want it, people don't buy it.
Why does it look like something out of a Happy Meal?
That was Jacob the Jeweler back in the day. It looks like a Happy Meal. This was back in the day the watch that everyone wanted. Fair play that he has this, like.
That's the Jacob watch. I always wanted one. I never thought I would own one. In fact, I never thought that I would actually get a chance to meet Jacob himself and be good friends with him, which is, he is my good friend.
I would love to make a video someday with Jacob. Let me make this statement because I have so many questions. The Jacob & Co from that time to the Jacob & Co what it is today is complete and utterly different. I'm safe to say that it's completely not my taste, but some of the things they do, I'm just curious from a watchmaker's perspective.
This right here is the infamous plain Jane Rolex with the baguettes inside. This is my first like expensive luxe watch that I've brought. I went to Torno and spent some money on this.
Listen, this dude is cool. Like, that is grown man shit for sure. This is another yellow gold Rolex day date. The day date 40 228 238, but this time with the factory baguette diamond dot dial. This Rolex day date is worth between $45,000 and $50,000. ASAP. Ferg, well done. Goodbye.
I think like last year, I got this watch. And I was gonna go crazy and like get another one that was like all white gold and that had like a piece of the moon in it or something like that. It was like crazy, like this crazy James Bond looking type Rolex, but I said, I'm gonna calm down.
There's another version of this in solid white gold with the meteorite, not the piece of the moon, the meteorite dial. I actually think I have the watch here. 1 second. Oh, my back. I'm never gonna play golf again. Hello? Do we have the white gold day date here? Oh my God. Any form of activity just hurts me. How can golf be painful? Mate, I can barely walk. How the can I perform in bed tonight? This is the watch ASAP is referring to. This is the Rolex day date 40 228 239. The dial you see here is from a stone called the Gibeon meteorite. It was a meteorite that was found in the area of Gibeon. And Gibeon is an area in Namibia. But 6 years ago, the Namibia government decided that no one can touch the Gibeon meteorite again. This means that these stones were harvested by Rolex many years ago. We see them in the Rolex GMT Master 2. We see them in the Rolex Day Date 40. But since this year, we can also see them on several Daytonas. F me, that is class. ASAP, I like you. Next.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Fetty Wap, man. Time to show you these jewels.
His name is Fetty Wap.
He's
Where do-
lost it now too.
How the f*** do these people lose eyes? Like, I lose watches, they lose eyes.
My favorite, the iced out Patek. When I first seen this watch, I seen it and I was like, only this one looks like this. There's no other one shines like this one. I wanted to know what time it was in the UK when I went back home. So when I set the watch, I never changed it. So now, every time I wake up and I want to know what time it is in London, I just look at the watch.
Doesn't make any sense. That watch stops working. It's an automatic watch. So if you don't wear the watch, it stops working. So every time you look at the time is probably wrong. It only has a power reserve of 2 days. So not only did you destroy this watch, and there's a reason why there's only one of those in the world, because that is just horrible.
A little bit later, so I got the big dog. This is like my prized possession right here.
And then that AP next to it, another skeletonized Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, the double balanced wheel. It's a really, really rare watch, and you really f***ed it up.
And this one was like $250 right here.
This is exactly the same watch as the guy before. And the guy before said 120.
And this probably go for like 120,000 right now.
And this guy says 250.
And this one was like $250 right here.
Either this guy can't count his own money, or he's telling porky pies. Why the f*** is this man not able to just be honest and say, listen, I paid 120 or 100, I know I f***ed it up, but I don't give a shit. Why the f*** does he need to come out and say it's $250,000? Stop flexing. Or whatever flexing, I'm out. Ah! You know, earlier today, I was hitting balls like it was a bird. I mean, genuinely, I was smacking the shit out of a 7-iron, 150 yards, no bother. And now my back is f***ed. Fuck off, everyone.